There goes the alarm ringing in my head.
Hey guys, it's Ava. I realized in my last video I should have explained the random cooing in the background. This is my bird, Iggy. She is he. I don't really know if it's he or she. I'm gonna go with she right now. She's a, I don't know what kind, it's like a ring. You think that's funny? She's like a ring-necked dove. Oh, she's crabby because I woke her up from a nap. Yes, take it out. Take it out of me. Go for it. Oh, there we go. Okay, can you like move up? I can't do my makeup when you're like that. Oh my god, please. Okay, anyways, this video is gonna be like how it was last time. I'm just gonna do my eye makeup while I talk. I'm gonna try, oh, there's a feather in my hair. I'm going to try to go a little faster this time because I'm kind of on a time limit because my parents want to go out to eat, and I also don't want the video to be as long as it was last time. So, the subject of the day today is depression, and I'm just going to talk. And I feel like this is kind of a hard subject to talk about because depression is kind of a different kind of thing for everybody. Some people don't want to talk about it much, they feel uncomfortable talking about it, or they just don't like talking about it, you know, or acknowledging that it exists. But it does exist, and I just want to give a few tips for some people. You know, giving tips about depression isn't going to work for everybody, you know. You don't have one secret antidote. Well, actually, what I want to say first is if you are really struggling and you are contemplating suicide a lot, I suggest getting help before doing anything, like actual professional help and talking to somebody. And if you're too embarrassed to do that, there's a lot of online stuff. I will put some things in my description. That's like, there's a national suicide hotline, there's like online counselors that you could talk to for free, like text message, all those things. You don't have to go to your parents or anything if it's too hard for you to do that. So there are ways to help yourself without, I know it seems scary, but like, you can get help. There are so many different ways, especially if you live in America, there's so many different ways. But even worldwide, there are so many ways. But yeah, that's the first thing I want to say is if you are really struggling, please get some actual help. But for the people who have sought help or aren't really in that terrible, terrible state of suicide, which I'm glad, but still struggle on some days, I'm going to tell you some tips. First one would be distract yourself. Distract yourself. Whether it's like find something that you like to distract yourself that you like doing, whether it's taking like a hot bath or drinking tea or reading a book or talking on the phone with friends or playing video games, something like that. You need something that makes you happy, and so you don't sit there and think about all the problems in your life and just have everything escalate. You don't want that. I would try to find a friend that will willingly talk to you and will listen to your problems and will support you. And if you can't find a friend like that, go on the internet and you will find support accounts on Instagram mostly, and there will be people that will listen to you there. You can always find somebody that will listen and just to rant to. Like, some people just love it when people rant to them, and I'm one of those people. Like, you can rant to me anytime on my Instagram, on my Snapchat, anytime. I will always listen. Don't hold in your tears. If you need to cry, you need to cry, okay? Sometimes holding in your tears makes it worse, and you're not weak if you cry. A lot of people feel like they are just giving in when they cry, but no. Crying is actually just releasing your feelings and can really make you feel better, actually, instead of holding it in constantly. You don't want to hold it in, dude. Holding it in just bottles it up and holding it in can also make you lash out at people. And it can make you lose friendships because you lash out at people and they think you're just some big mean person, but you're not, you're just struggling right then. A way that I always dealt with it when I got into one of my bad days is I would try to support other people, like talk to them about their problems, because like listening to other people's problems like helps me realize that my problems aren't the worst problems in the world, and it really kind of humbles me when I do that. And it keeps me grounded, so I don't sit there and feel sorry for myself and think about all my problems. Honestly, having other people's problems on my mind helps me with my own problems. And also talking to people can like help you find people to relate with, and you could both talk about your similar problem. If you're on depression meds and you feel like they are not helping you that much, talk to your doctor. They will either they'll take you off of them, or they'll just get you a new brand, and that can help, that can do a lot. Don't stick to pills if they're not helping you. If pills aren't if you've tried a bunch of different pills and just it seems like none of them help you, then maybe you need to find different tactics and different ways to try to help you get through your bad days, because pills don't always work, dude. They're just pills, and eventually your body, especially with depression meds, like eventually your body kind of gets used to those pills and you like build up an immunity to them, and that's why depression pills don't work for some people after a while. Like they may work at first, but then eventually it kind of fades away. So if you feel like pills aren't helping you, talk to your doctor, possibly get off the pills, and just see how you do with that. I know I already said this, but seriously, don't be afraid to cry. Like, if you hold in all your feelings, and when you're alone, cry it out. That really releases things, dude, and you just will feel better. Like, it's not a bad thing to cry. Don't let people tell you that. Don't let anybody tell you that, because it's not true. And you can do what you want, and just seriously, I think the distracting thing is the biggest one for being able to get through your bad days. If you have very supportive parents, talk to your parents about it. See if you can get help, or like just having a comforting parent is so big. Do things that boost your self-esteem, like if it's like putting on makeup, or taking selfies, or writing poems and posting them, or drawing, or anything like that. Things that make you feel good and make you feel happy about yourself, do them right then on your hard days. Do them and just remind yourself that you have your own skills, you have your own abilities. Also, look up funny videos of like babies or cats or dogs on YouTube, and if you can't laugh at a cat freaking, like, I don't know, trying to jump from a dresser to a bed and completely missing the bed and just bang on the floor, I don't know what kind of humor you got, man, but that's pretty funny to me, and like watching funny videos like instantly cheers me up. So that's another thing. Look up funny videos, or if you're also like me, look up some memes. Find your memes, do dank memes, or on Instagram or iFunny or whatever you use. Just look at things that will make you laugh. Write your feelings out. I do that. You just write poetry, write a story, do anything like that. Writing really helps me, and I feel like it can help a lot of other people too, because like even if you don't share your writing, just keep a journal with like your work in it, and you can just let your feelings flow. Like diaries are great because you can literally let all of your feelings out, and if you don't ever want to show people your feelings, that's okay. Like that's your own personal journal, and you don't ever have to show somebody if you don't want to show them. It's all your feelings in one place, and I think it's great. And another thing is, like, journals, you can go back and read like how you used to feel and see if you're improving or getting worse, like anything like that. I think journals are great. Another thing with journals, keep a journal where you can list all the good things that happen in your day, even if it's like super small stuff, like you had your favorite cereal today, or you woke up feeling good, or you had a good hair day, or something like that. It doesn't have to be a big, huge, happy thing you had in your day. Just small things that you can be grateful for, and that you can just be thankful for, and that things that worked out. Just keep a journal of all those small things. And you can, when you're feeling down, you can go back on those old days and read all those things that you liked. And especially if you have days with really big happy days in them, put the happy day stuff in there. Put, like, in capital, when you have a really good thing happen, put it in capital letters. And then you'll always have that memory, and when you go back and read that journal, it will be, you'll be reminded of that happy time, and it can cheer you up, possibly. If you're one of those people that don't like to, like, run from your issues, or like you don't want to distract yourself when you're during a sad period, you want to sit down and think, then sit down and think. If that's what helps you, think about like what's making you sad, and try to think about solutions instead of the problems. It's so easy to focus on the problems, but it's never easy to find a solution. Spend more time on finding solutions instead of on the problems. You want to give the solutions attention so that the solutions will come true, and not focus on the problems so much because you want to get rid of those problems. If you need to have alone time, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to explain anything to your friends if you don't want to, but you still need alone time. Just tell them that you just need alone time. Like, they may think you're being rude or something like that, but they'll get over it when you come back, and they'll get over it, dude. So if you need alone time, just take your alone time to just sit and be by yourself and decompress. If you're a person that prefers not to be alone during your sad days, that's fine too. Ask a friend to hang out, and just go have fun with your friends then, and that's another distraction, hang out with your friends. And just don't hide your sadness from your best friends. If they're really your best friends, they'll want to know when you're having a down day, and they'll want to support you, and they'll want to comfort you and try to make you feel better. So try your best not to isolate yourself from the people you're close to, because then you'll just end up making yourself feel more alone, and you don't want to feel more alone during a sad day. I'm sorry if this video hasn't been very helpful for some, because like I said earlier, depression is a different thing for everyone that has it, and it's a very difficult thing for everybody, and I can't say one token thing that's gonna make everyone who has depression feel better. All I can do is try my best to give some advice. Okay, well, I think that's all I have for today. I'm sorry if this video wasn't very helpful. I tried my best, I guess. Yeah, and if you want to see more pictures of this look, again, it's on my Simply Lovely account. So I will talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.
And she said, I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately.